everyone, hope you're doing great. Okay, so this week's video, I had a completely different theme prepared for this week, but God spoke to me during this couple of days and I decided to change it. And what he told me is to speak about his timing. So the name of this week's video is called God's Timing. Okay, first I want to tell you something. I consider myself a very impatient person. I want things done like that, in microwave speed. And patience is something that God has been working in my life for years now. I consider myself more patient now than I was a couple of years ago, but I still have some things to work on in regards of patience. Okay, the story that I'm going to be sharing with you in regards to the Bible is Abraham and Sarah. You can search for it in Genesis. It starts at 18 and it ends at 21. Basically, this is a story of when Abraham had an encounter with God. He and his wife were very old. They couldn't have babies, biologically speaking. And God gave them a promise. He said that he was going to make Sarah pregnant and that he was going to become the father of many nations. Okay, so long story short, Sarah didn't believe at first. She actually became impatient because she was starting to see years passing by, and she would see, oh my God, I don't think I'm gonna get pregnant. So she starts losing her patience. I think she visualized herself in a baby shower and decorating the baby's room and everything, and all of a sudden she's like, oops, I don't think I'm getting pregnant. So Sarah becomes impatient. She doesn't believe God in God's promise, and she basically wants to help God fulfill his promise. And she starts thinking, maybe I'm not getting pregnant, maybe my husband's going to be a father with someone else. So she comes with a brilliant idea of allowing her husband to sleep with a servant that they had. Her name was Agar, and Abraham was like, honey, that's a great idea. So basically, he didn't say that, I'm just being sarcastic. So basically, Abraham went and slept with Agar and she got pregnant. Sarah was trying to help God, right? Okay, so what happened is that 25 years passed between the promise that God gave to Abraham and Sarah for having a child until they became parents of their son. Okay, so in this topic, as I mentioned in the beginning, God's timing, there are some verses that I want to use to make this more relatable. Okay, the first one that I'm going to be mentioning is found in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1. And it says, there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. Picture this. When we plant a seed, either if it's for a plant, a tree, an herb like mint or stuff like that, you don't plant it, water it, and then it grows. No, it's a process. The same happens with a plan that God has for your lives. Either a business, a marriage, school, projects, I don't know, health recovery. We need to understand that God's timing is not the same as our timing. Okay? Actually, you can find this that I'm just saying right now in 2 Peter 3:8, and it says, but do not forget this one thing, dear friends. With the Lord, a day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years like a day. Coming back to the story that I was telling you about Abraham and Sarah, it's really important that when God gives us a promise, it doesn't mean that it has to be on our timing, on our terms, on our wants. God is the one who rules the universe and controls everything. We are the ones who need to adapt to him, not him to us. Because sometimes we become impatient. Lord, when is this going to happen? Lord, when am I going to get healed? Lord, when am I going to get married? Lord, when am I going to get divorced? Or stuff like that, you know? So it's really important that God's timing is different than our timings. Okay? And I also want to say 2 more verses about this topic, right? All right, so first, Psalms 37:7, and it says, "Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes." Put attention when it says here, the first 2 words, be still. What does that mean? Don't move. Don't move and wait patiently for him. Okay? The last one before we finish this video. Psalms 27:14, and it says, "Wait for the Lord, be strong and let your heart take courage." Wait for the Lord. Remember, if you saw last week's video that I said, when the Bible repeats something, it's because it's important. It's something that you need to take notice. And in this one, at first, it says, "Wait for the Lord," and then at the end, it confirms, "Wait for the Lord." So I want to encourage you guys, don't lose patience. Focus on God. When you focus on His things and work on what He wants for your life, He handles your things. I'm going to close this video with another story, actually with a personal thing that I went through. Okay, so I was asking God for Him to help me to sell something that I wanted to sell, right? I think I was super annoying with God. I was like, "God, please, God, please, God, please, 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 God, 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 please, 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 please." Like when a child, have you seen those kids in the street when they're asking their parents, are pulling their pants and "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy"? I think that was me a couple of months ago. I was like, "Lord, Lord, Lord, please, Lord, Lord, remember, remember, remember." And God kept telling me over and over and over, "In my timing, in my timing, in my timing." Long story short, in the thing that I wanted to accomplish, that I was begging God, the moment I started making the videos for this channel, I got my mind off the project that I wanted to start, and that is when the Lord gave me what I was praying and praying and praying and praying for. So, thing to remember, guys, wait on the Lord. We follow His timing. He doesn't need to stand after our timing, you know? Number 2, God is not like us. When God says something, He's gonna fulfill it. It doesn't matter if it's gonna take a month, a week, 6 years, 6 months, 6 minutes, 6 decades. If God gives you a promise in whatever topic that is, make sure that He's gonna fulfill it. Okay, His timing is not our timing. Just focus on Him, develop your relationship with Him, and then the moment you least expect it, ta-da, He will do His willing. He will bring you to His perfect plans for your life. Okay? Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, God's timing is perfect. Not before, not after, in the perfect moment. Alright? God bless everyone.